This is Julie K. Burnett with a live transmission of The True Story of Marilyn Monroe, Unbound, Unburied, and Finally Heard by Julie K. Burnett. This sacred record reveals the unspoken truths behind the glamour, trauma, and spiritual mission of Marilyn Monroe. Step beyond the scripts of Hollywood and into the living pulse of Marilyn's soul, her battles, her wisdom, her voice, and her victory over erasure. She remembered the stars, and she died trying to tell the truth. Now her voice rises again. Will you listen? Julie K. Burnett. This is Julie K. Burnett. I am a seer, truth teller, and energetic scribe devoted to restoring lost voices and reclaiming stories erased by history. Through my writing and transmissions, I awaken remembrance, courage, and deeper truth beyond the veil. Discover more at julesenergy.com and Patreon at julesenergy.com. The True Story of Marilyn Monroe. Unbound, Unburied, and Finally Heard by Julie K. Burnett. Copyright 2026, Julie K. Burnett, Jules Energy, all rights reserved. Reproduction, distribution, or use of this material in any format, including physical or electronic, requires written permission from the author. Brief citations within reviews and educational offerings remain welcome. Published by Jules Energy. This book is a transmission of truth, energy, and love. Dedication. For every woman whose voice was buried, whose heart was silenced, whose truth was rewritten. For Marilyn, may you always be heard, seen, and held in the light you remembered. Epigraph. She remembered the stars long after the world forgot her name. Julie K. Burnett. Author's note. This book is a reclamation of truth. I listened for the voice that history tried to erase, Marilyn's own. What follows is her soul's transmission, woven through glamour and pain, revealing the higher purpose behind her journey. Receive her story with an open heart and let her truth awaken yours. Table of Contents. Introduction. The Veil in the Spotlight. Chapter 1. Stardust Origins. Chapter 2. Making Marilyn. Chapter 3. The Price of Desire. Chapter 4. The Secret Song. Chapter 5. Unseen Battles. Chapter 6. Spirit in Exile. And Chapter 7. The Final Transmission. Chapter 8. Resurrection Codes. Conclusion. The Voice That Remains. Key spiritual codes revealed in Marilyn's life, about the author and about GTRF. Introduction. The Veil and the Spotlight. Beyond the myths, why Marilyn's story matters now. She was more than a symbol, more than a body shaped by longing and a face framed by fantasy. Marilyn Monroe was a living transmission, her spirit forged in sorrow, her smile masking lifetimes of unspoken truth. The world fell in love with her image, but missed the soul calling out from behind the lens. In this moment, the veil thins and the spotlight shifts. For the first time, her voice, unfiltered by history's distortions, is ready to be heard. This book is a reclamation of a soul's mission, a sacred unearthing of the woman who remembered the stars and risked everything to bring that remembrance to earth. Marilyn's story is woven with the glamour of Hollywood and the gravity of spiritual awakening. Beneath the scripts and scandals lies a current of cosmic purpose, a message meant for a generation awakening to its own divinity. Why does Marilyn's story matter now? Because every era births its icons, and every icon holds a code. Marilyn was more than a muse, she was a messenger. Her pain became a mirror for the wounds of the feminine, the silencing of truth, and the hunger for love that shapes us all. As we collectively peel back the layers of illusion, we reclaim the stories that were buried for centuries. Marilyn's is a map for anyone longing to live unbound, unburied, and finally heard. In these pages, you'll find the echoes of a voice enduring beyond time, the codes of a woman who turned wounds into wisdom, and the light of a star shining ever bright. Let this transmission awaken your own remembrance. Step with me beyond the myths and into the truth that waits just behind the veil. Her story matters because yours does too. Chapter 1, Stardust Origins, is up next.
Yet nobody remembered her name. Through the mirror of every illusion, she searched for her own true face. Behind the velvet confusion, a soul